All right, all right, all right. Happy weekend, everybody. So, I don't know. I just felt in the mood to watch something. And then I said I might as well stream and watch it. And then I was trying to think of what to watch. So, I pitched some ideas, threw some lifelines out to a few people. Then I just picked it on my own and I didn't wait for any responses. And I saw 31 by Rob Zombie. What's up, man? Uh, Starting training program July 10th. I'm still up to 23rd. Nice, man. Good to see you. Good to hear that. Yeah, you're breezing through that. Can't wait till it's finished. Um, so Rob Zombie, let's talk him a little bit. I've always loved Rob Zombie's music. I've always loved White Zombie. Um, and then he started directing, and I saw House of a Thousand Corpses in college, maybe a year or two after it released, and I adore that film. That's my favorite Rob Zombie movie, although I think The Devil's Rejects is his best film. They're close for me, but there's something about House of a Thousand Corpses that just, maybe it's the nostalgia for it, or it's something about it that has something that Devil's Rejects is missing. Then he did Lords of Salem, which I actually, when I did a video on that a while back, I actually liked it a lot more than I ever really did. Now, this film is the movie that I feel like Rob Zombie hit the wall with the redneck shit, with the filthy mouthed rednecks. I mean, it's like a staple of his movies. It works for the Firefly family. After that, I mean, Lords of Salem doesn't have too much of the stupid redneck shit throughout all of it. But then Halloween, his remake, does have a bit of it. And Halloween's a favorite movie of mine. So, I mean, I wouldn't be here talking if it wasn't for Halloween or have this channel or any of that. But I still like his remake. And then H2, I think, is actually very underrated, very hated. And I actually really, really love that movie. After that, this was the film. This was the movie. I remember when it came out, and he was like crowdfunding for it. He couldn't go to a studio for some reason, so he was trying to make this really cheap. And that's one thing that shows throughout this whole movie is how the budget is, how low the budget is. There is some good things in this, but I don't remember a lot of this movie. So this is going to be like almost like a blind watch with certain things. Shut up, phone. Certain things that I do remember. So I'm going to start this. I think it's on Tubi for sure. It might be on Amazon also. And if people come in, they want to watch along, I'll throw a look movie link or something. But let's do 31 by Rob Zombie. I can't believe 2016. It's almost 10 years old already. Wow. Now we have Sherry Moon Zombie as always. All right, Ant. Thank you, buddy. Yeah, your birthday's in September too. Mine is also. Thanks, man. Yeah, when is your birthday again? September what? Mine's the 20th. We have Sherry Moon Zombie in this, which she's in everything of Rob's. We have Richard Brake. That's one of the big positives I have for this movie, from what I remember. Because like I said, I really don't care for this film. So I figured perfect movie to do a little watch of and talk about it a bit, because I wouldn't get to this movie to do a deep dive video in years. There's so many movies I would do before this. So I said, perfect, let's do this. We could throw some Rob Zombie talk in general around, since the only other movies I did of his were, well, yeah, the House of a Thousand Corpses, Devil's Rejects was like the first 6 months of the channel. And then Lords of Salem was maybe a year after that. So, and the remake, I did a podcast episode on. So those 4 movies I've done, I've actually done a decent amount of his movies. But yeah, I never really cared for this. So let's see what this watch does. September 2nd, yeah, all right, I'm the 20th. Hey, Rocky. How you doing? Happy Saturday. Well, almost Sunday over here in New York. But Richard Brake, yeah, he's a really, really great actor. He's a very underrated actor, and he is the best part of this movie. His performance is excellent in this. That's one of the few positives that I remember from this film is Richard Brake. And who else? Jeff Daniel Phillips, is that his name? I think I got that right. He's in this. He does a good job. Malcolm McDowell is in this. Meg Foster's grandma, Ginger, if you see this later, as he referred to her in our private conversation. No, Meg Foster, though, is in this. There's a lot of familiar faces and stuff in this movie. You got 879. Nice, buddy. I thought, didn't you hit 1,000 like a while back? But did something happen and you started a new channel and I just completely didn't know about that? I remember you always putting the road to 1,000. So I don't know if it's just something my mind's confusing you with somebody else. I'm pretty sure though. But that's awesome either way. You'll be at 1,000 in no time. So we got this dude. The whole thing takes place in Halloween, right? And they get trapped in this carnival setting, and it's Halloween night, and they have to escape basically, and they're all gonna get killed. There's like a handful of killers that are assigned to each person, and they have to take their target out, and they take extreme pleasure in killing their victims. And we open up with Richard Brake here, and he actually, this is a pretty decent opening scene with him just talking to who he's going to kill, but you just see him talking to the camera for like minutes on end. It's a pretty good monologue, actually. But by far, he is the best performance in this film. It is Jeff Daniel Phillips. I wanted to make sure I got that right. Okay, and it's Halloween of '76 also. Okay, and I was right. Yeah, so it's a different channel. That's what I thought because I said this to myself months ago when you hit something 700, something like whenever you hit some other milestone. I said, didn't he hit 1,000 already? And then I was remembering, I was like, I think something happened and he started a new channel. I then totally forgot about it until just now. But yeah, that's awesome, man. That you were able to start a new one and look where you are already. Yeah, so this is 76 that this takes place in. Doomhead, I think, is Richard Brake's name. Yeah, Doomhead is this dude's name. But as fun as the opening monologue is from him talking to this dude he's about to kill, immediately you just get stupid hillbilly redneck shit from Zombie here, and it just radiates throughout the whole movie. Hey, what's up, Larry? How's your camera? Did you fuck around with it? Everyone's saying hi. Nice. What do you guys think of this movie for those who have seen it? Because I know this is a very divisive film in general and Rob Zombie movie as well. I just, like I said, this is the movie I feel like all the hillbilly foul mouth redneck stuff just imploded. Like I couldn't take any more after this movie. It works for the Firefly family and their story just because of the characters, and we love them so much. It bled into the remake of Halloween a bit. Not happy with that. Wasn't too much in Lords of Salem, as I said, but then this movie came, and it's just so much of it. This is, I think, the decline of Rob Zombie, this movie right here. But I don't remember it well, so we'll see. Maybe it'll go up. I think I did see this a second time since it released, but maybe I had it on the background. I wasn't paying attention like fully. That happens often because I need something in the background to sleep. I need something in the background if I'm working, if I'm doing anything. I need either music or something like stimulating. You haven't seen it? It's looking on Tubi now. Yeah, it's on Tubi. I'll give you a timestamp if you want when you find it, where you can just start it at the beginning. It's 7 minutes in, so not too far in. Heard it was mostly gory and not good. So, yeah, so nobody's really seen this. Yeah, that basically sums it up. It is pretty gory from what I remember, but not in like a good way. Like not in, because you know me, I fucking love gore. The more the better, most of the times. As a slasher fan, first and foremost, 100%. But it's not done in a like a cool way or a good way where there's like good slasher type kills. It's more of that like exploitative torture kill for all of them, if that makes sense. So it's not like an emphasis on the kill itself. It's just like the depravity of it. So it is gory, but just not in like a way that really appeals to me. And not good definitely describes it well too. From what I remember, this is my least favorite Rob Zombie movie. I mean, after this, he did what? After this was Three from Hell, which I really didn't care for either. I mean, I can watch that again, but it was way too late to do a sequel, and it didn't even need a sequel. Devil's Rejects did not need a sequel. Perfect ending. The ending to the Devil's Rejects is such a great ending. With Freebird playing and them getting shot up by the cops while they're drunk, all of that's awesome. And then to come in with a third movie like 10 years too late, and Sid Haig, we only got 5 minutes of him because he was basically dying when they were filming it. Like, God bless him. So you don't have Captain Spaulding in it. Richard Brake is it Richard Brake in Three from Hell, or is it Jeff Daniel Phillips? Now I'm confusing the two of them. Or maybe it's Jeff Daniel Phillips. It's one of them. The other dude. Maybe it is Richard Brake, actually. I think it is. He takes up Captain Spaulding's spot. And then Baby's acting like I know she's institutionalized, like she's in jail for like years, but she acts extra annoying and crazy, and that doesn't work. The whole movie's a mess. Three from Hell, but it's much better than this, like much better, and that's not saying a lot. And then I didn't see his version of the Munsters because I was never a fan of the Munsters. I never checked it out. What's up, Scott? How you doing, buddy? You're watching YouTube? I can see that. Lords of Salem, I need to finish, but so far. It's a very interesting movie. It is, because I didn't care for it when it first came out. Then I think I watched it again, and I still didn't really care for it much. I didn't dislike it. It was just like, meh. Like after his first two films and loving both of them, it was like, whatever. And then I think it was Zodiac that kept pushing me to rewatch it and do a video on it. And I did. And I actually really enjoyed it much more than I ever did before. And that gave me a new appreciation for Lords of Salem. It is one of those movies that takes definitely more than one watch, for sure, to fully grow on you, if it is going to grow on you. Yeah, it was. And like, because when I say huge fan of the first two movies, I'm a huge fan of House and Devil's Reject. When I started the channel, those two movies were within like the first 20 days or something of when I started that I did videos on them. I got to do like a revisited on House. It's been 3 years almost, like, since then. But it just came way too late. No Captain Spaulding. It was sad just seeing Sid Haig there, because it's like, oh man, like you knew he was dying. I think, didn't it come out after he died, or he died right after? I forget if he died before it released, but either war, it was sad seeing him like that. And it's just not a lot of memorable stuff in that movie. I mean, Dee Wallace is in it, right? I think Dee Wallace plays a prison guard, and a few other familiar faces, but I don't know. For the most part, it was a huge fail. You're watching X-Men still, Scott? Nice. You saw the monsters? That's what I figured. It seemed like, because it's a movie about the monsters property. It's got to be more family friendly. That's why I kind of never checked it out. One, because I was never a fan of the show, and two, basically just the same as one. I just don't have any interest in it. I'll probably check it out eventually. And we got Meg Foster in the van here with them. Yeah, she did not age too well, as Jen just said. She's in Jeepers Creepers 3 also. And she's a waste in that movie too. For what? The Monsters, Larry? Or for this movie? Guessing the Monsters. Because I don't watch trailers really, but I think I did see the trailer for that because I knew I wasn't going to see it. I knew I wasn't going to watch it immediately, and it's not a movie that I'm worried about getting spoiled about. Which there are movies like that occasionally, but for the most part, I never watch trailers or anything. Yeah, Monsters. I don't know what he's doing next, Zombie. Did he announce like a new project or anything? Let's see. Like all the dialogue in with them in the van here in the mobile home, whatever, the RV they're driving. It's just so tiring. Just all the just raunchy, just over the top hillbilly shit that they talk about and the slurs they use and all of it. It's exhausting 20 minutes into the movie. And we're not even that far in. You're 12 minutes in? Yeah, I'm at 14, 12, 13, 14. Just passing a joint while he's driving this fucking fat guy. I don't know who he is. He sounds a little like Captain Spaulding, actually. It's definitely not him, though. He was dead, I think. Or right, no, this was before. Rob Zombie Project. He did a. Is this right? Let me see. Did he do a documentary like 2 years ago called Punk Rock Vegan Movie? It's like it says documentary / musical. Besides that, I don't see anything like news on the new project. But he has to do something like really good and completely different, because if not, I'm going to be pissed and I'm not going to like it, just like his last few ones. I want to see him do something just completely different, like a supernatural horror film or a ghost movie, a haunting or demonic possession, something like that. Not a bunch of crazy rednecks in the woods or in some remote location killing people or torturing people or anything that he's done before. Right? That's why I think Lords of Salem is very, very interesting and a very ambitious movie. Because even if it doesn't land fully for me, it still was a decent risk. Like, it was a totally different type of film than the Firefly films we got before that. He needs to do that again. He has to take a risk and do something completely different. Because most people at this point, I think, are over Rob Zombie. I don't know many people that still are diehard zombie film fans and love everything to present day in his filmography. I think after months, yeah, I mean, that makes sense. This movie too, this was before that, and this and Three from Hell, he crowdfunded. I think he did for Three from Hell. I know he did for this movie, because he didn't want to get a studio involved. He wanted to do it very low budget and grindhouse feel to it. And he did crowdfunding, I think like 2 of them for this movie. I think he did for 3 from Hell also. Then that was a studio film there, and the Monsters didn't do well, right? I don't know how it did at the box office, but you're probably right. Probably don't want to deal with them again anymore. Because if you look at his track record, the last 10 years maybe, there's no bangers in there, especially for box office. I just always thought it was interesting that they gave him Halloween to remake. You would think Texas Chainsaw Massacre would be the film that he would remake when he started directing. I could see maybe why he didn't, because one, there already was a remake at that point when he started directing, because House came out the same year, or 04, a year later, something like that, around the same time. It was already there. So that, he could have made like any type of Texas Chainsaw film, but I think it was too close to House. Like, House feels very Texas Chainsaw-esque. I think he didn't want to do a Texas Chainsaw Massacre movie if he was approached like to do one because of that. And maybe that's why he took Halloween. See, I'm the opposite. And I know that I'm the huge minority of people who love H2. I love that movie. I adore that film. It gets so much hate. The white horse shit is stupid. Yeah. The people like shit on Michael speaking. I forget exactly what he said. He says like a word or two. Doesn't really bother me. Him being like a homeless person, that didn't really bother me either, because it makes sense. I mean, he doesn't just like disappear on Halloween. Like, it makes sense if he's a bum, like, or lives off the streets or whatever until Halloween, then he comes home. The remake, I'm split on the remake. That's why I put that on the community tab on a post the other day of series that I have to finish. For some reason or one reason or another, I didn't finish a handful of franchises over the last 3 years. And Halloween is one of them, and the biggest franchise by far. Because I know I did up to the remake. I did a podcast episode on the remake. And then I didn't do H2 in the newest trilogy. So H2, actually, I'd be happy to do. Yeah, Rob Zombie's Halloween. Yeah, I like it. I don't love it, but I enjoy it. What's up, Cal? How you doing, bro? Bo? Bro. I read hobo in Larry's comment, and I said Bo. Hobo Myers and bother me. It's the horse, and that. Yeah, the horse is stupid. I mean, that I can't defend in any way. Maybe worse after H3. Yeah, that's what we were just saying. How I love H2, and most people hate that film. I just love how brutal it is. I love how brutal Michael is. It reminds me of The Curse of Michael Myers, of Part 6. He's brutal in that film, and I've always loved Part 6 because of that and a few other things. Also, if you like mix and match the producer's cut with the theatrical cut, that's like my ideal version. But just in general, since I was a kid, I loved 6 because I loved how dark that film is compared to some of the other sequels, and how vicious Michael is and how pissed he is. And he's the same way in H2. There's great kills in that. That's a great slasher. Yeah, Paul Rudd. I mean, his performance isn't the best, to say the least, but it's not terrible. I mean, it's not that bad, Cal. He doesn't ruin it, I don't think. But it's not a good performance at all. I mean, for sure. And he's different, like Paul Rudd in that. That was like Paul Rudd before he was Paul Rudd. And it's a very awkward performance. Yeah, I have a soft spot for it too. It's like my 3rd or 4th Halloween sequel, like favorite Halloween sequel. Well, it's Halloween, Halloween 3, Halloween 4, Halloween 6, then Halloween 2, then down the line to the ones that don't matter much. The first one you saw in the theater. See, I saw H2O, not in the theater, but when it came out. That was like the first new one when I was already a big horror fan and a big fan of the franchise. As I remember H2 coming out. H2O. I do remember Curse coming out, though. Or it might have just came out. Yeah, I remember like when it came out because they didn't play the franchise up to part 6. They would only play 1 through 5 on AMC or USA when I was like 7, 8 years old. Then they started putting Curse onto like the marathons. So I remember I was there when it came out, but I didn't see it in theaters or anything. I was 8 or so. Rob Zombie 1, H4, H2O. Okay. I think you've said that before to me that Rob Zombies is your top Halloween. Halloween 4, though, is a great sequel. I mean, that's my favorite sequel with Michael Myers because Halloween 3 is my favorite sequel in the series. But they haven't, I don't think they've nailed that atmosphere since. Like Halloween 4 has such a great Halloween feel, like the holiday and just that autumn feeling, and it's a very dark film. The atmosphere is very dark, even in the daytime, like the daytime shots, dark feeling, like throughout all of it. I love the atmosphere and the tone of Halloween 4. His character feels like a flasher on probation. It is, yeah, it's funny. Yeah, I feel like it's the movie in the franchise that nails that the best, even more so than the original, than Carpenter's. Like Halloween 4 has the most Halloween feel to it. Just the leaves everywhere, and I know they have that in all the movies, but it's extra. There's a lot more of it, and just the way it's filmed too, the cinematography adds to that dark overtones it has. So now they're stuck and they're still in their RV. Shit hasn't happened to these people yet. Come on. This is a long movie, too, for one I don't like very much. An hour and 43. Yeah, it's not that bad. I thought it was closer to 2. It's starting to come back to me a little more, like as I'm watching it. I don't remember half of these characters, though. I just hope they let the Halloween franchise die already. I've been saying that forever. If they ended the series, if we didn't have any Halloween films after Rob Zombie's 2 films, I'd be absolutely fine with that. If we didn't have anything after Curse of Michael Myers, I'd have to give up my love for H2. But I think I could do that to get rid of the other ones. So I mean, like, up to 6 is basically all I care about in the franchise, and everything else is a complete mess for the most part, except for those few exception films that I mentioned. Funny thing, it was, yeah, they filmed in summer, yeah, which they did that's why it looks so fucking good, because it wasn't autumn, and they really had to add all that to make it look like that, and it really paid off. It comes through like really good. You can't tell it's summer. Like it feels so Halloween. Tops are 78, 3, 4. All right, so we have the same top 4, Larry. Then you have 2018. I just rewatched that months ago, maybe sooner. Who knows? Fucking time just like floods together now. I never cared for it when it came out. It's not bad. It's just not needed in any way at all. And then the sequels to it, I really don't like. Kills and then Ends. I was ready to end it all with that movie. Just, just watching it. I did not like that at all. But even if I don't like H2O that much, there's still aspects of it I do like. And the way that they show Laurie's trauma and how everything with Michael affected her mentally, they do that so much better in H2O than anything in the recent trilogy with Laurie. Everything with Laurie's character is terrible in the recent trilogy. They did so much better with H2O, and that's, again, a movie I don't care for much. But that is a highlight of that film for me. When she's like, they show she's an alcoholic. She's an alcoholic, and she's seeing Michael in like reflections and in the glass of a store. She sees him. All of that is really well done. All the stuff in 2018. 2018 is not too bad, but Kills and Ends especially. Ugh, I just hope they end the series. I just don't want any more Halloween stuff. Give it like 10 years before you come back with anything from that property. On the other end of the spectrum, Friday the 13th, bring on anything new, which we are getting the series soon. But I want a new film. We need a new Friday film. Because I didn't care for the remake of that. It's not bad either. The only great remake of any of the major slashers, like Freddy, Jason, Michael, Chucky, Leatherface. Did I get them all? Mostly. Out of all the major slashers, the only fantastic remake for me is Texas Chainsaw. The Texas Chainsaw Massacre remake from 2003 is one of the best remakes from the 2000s to today. Horror remakes. Nightmare remake sucked. Halloween remake is pretty good, with issues I have with it. Child's Play remake, I didn't like at all. And the Friday one, it's all right. I don't love it. I don't like it. I don't dislike it. Oh, that's right. All the people who now they're in the game here. Malcolm McDowell has the fucking ridiculous wig on. That's right. And we have the little person too with the SWAT stick on. That's not adorable though. With the little clown face or paint with the nose. That's cool. I'm reaching here. That's right. He speaks Spanish, this dude. I mean, the setting is cool. Like this abandoned warehouse here. It's at the carnival. Or it's not at a carnival. They're carnival workers. And this is an abandoned warehouse, right? I don't think this is at a carnival outside of this. But Malcolm McDowell, I mean, he's amazing, but I feel like this is a wasted role for him. That's a cool transition. I mean, Zombie uses that often, not often, but in a lot of his movies, where it freezes on a character or something, and then it slides to the side to the next frame, then it continues to another scene. That type of transition, he does that a lot. That's in Devil's Rejects. That's in House of a Thousand Corpses. Halloween. I'm like, that's not Michael. Yeah, I know. Hey, Paula, how you doing? Hope you're having a good weekend. Have you seen this movie? And if so, how do you feel about it? So now they're all chasing down this group of 5 people here. So there's 5. I think there's 5. One person for every victim. So there's 5 killers. They're all chasing after their targets. I do remember the ending. Not like exactly what happens, but I remember that Sherry Moon's character gets out. So far, I'm not really changing my mind on how I feel about this. It feels like the Devil's Rejects like smashed together with something like Hostel mixed with like just like a one location for the most part movie, and not in a good way for any of that. There's some good camera work though, like usual with his films. Him like shooting the clown midget. We'll go with clown midget. It's what it is. That's what he is. He's a midget dressed like a clown. Might be a dwarf, whatever. It doesn't matter. That's cool. When he shoots him, he shoots it sideways so it looks like the clown is like sideways, like standing on the wall. Those are just cool little like camera stuff that he does. At least it's interesting a little bit. I remember this guy dies like first, I think. It's like the worst escape room experience you can hope for. That looks straight up like Kubrick, like A Clockwork Orange. That shot there. They find the radio with the German coming out of it. There's like a room with the lights going around. Swastikas everywhere. Fucking Nazi flags. And a dead corpse. A few dead corpses, actually. Not 1,000, though. I haven't seen Jeff Daniel Phillips in anything the last few years. He's probably been doing stuff. I just haven't seen anything he's been doing. This guy has a very annoying laugh. I remember this. He's wearing a fucking bunny hat for some reason. I mean, they're just trying to intimidate them, scare the shit out of them before they kill him. I get that. But then he takes it off immediately. So why go through the effort of getting the bunny mask and putting it on if you're just going to take it off immediately? He calls him a chihuahua. Yeah, this guy dies first for sure. Oh, he even says number 4 always dies first. Yeah, they all get given numbers. This guy's number 4. And seems like they don't have good luck. Didn't 28 Years Later come out yesterday or this weekend? Thursday, maybe? I've been seeing like 4 or 5 channels and friends posting reviews about that. I'm pretty sure that came out the other day. I got to rewatch the first 2. I mean, Sherry Moon Zombie, she's gorgeous. I don't think she has a lot of range as an actress at all. Usually just plays herself, except for Baby. That's kind of just her only other performance that's noteworthy. Besides that, she just plays the same thing most of the time. Who's this Richard Brake after her? I think so. Yeah, it definitely is now. I can hear his voice better when he's not singing that stupid song. Why would you even split up? Stay together, the five of you, and just start beating the fuck out of one of them all together at the same time. Take one out at least quick. And the pacing of this is just not good either. This movie's it's not good. I just feel it's very uneventful. Very it's not memorable either. Like it does have Richard Brake's great performance. And it has some cool camera work, but I mean so far, seeing this again, yeah, it's not that great. All right, this guy number 4 found her and he dies immediately. He does die first, I knew it. And he was right, little Chihuahua, clown midget killer. Number 4 always dies first. Well, he's still alive, actually. Let's see. If he bleeds out and dies on us. Oh, Chihuahua midget's still alive. First, this dot dot dot. I don't know what you're dot dot dotting at, Cal. I'm struggling to stay focused. Yeah, I mean, it's different too. Like this is why I won't do a video on this for years. There's so many movies to do before this. So I saw this when I was browsing because I felt like doing a random stream. I said, all right, this movie, because I don't care for it and I haven't seen it in forever. And I'm not doing a fucking video and dedicating time really to this movie forever from now. So figured this is the best way to do it. And it's not great. Not great. Now he speaks English. Like, I don't know. I guess he just speaks Spanish when he wants to be very threatening, intimidating. He speaks Spanish for some reason. He goes back to English for regular talk. Number 4 is still alive though. Uh, Clown Midget Chihuahua is back. I think he's going to kill number 4 once and for all. You think this guy would just, I mean, yes, he's very hurt now, but before that, I think he would just tackle the fuck out of this thing and just kill him. That's not even like redneck type shit, but it's still a lot of fuck yous in a row. Just the writing's not good in this either. The dialogue's not interesting. It's very bland. It feels very derivative. It feels very recycled from Rob Zombie's all his prior films. There's not a lot of original stuff going on in this. Plus, how many movies have we seen before this? If they get trapped somewhere on Halloween night and they get killed one by one, I mean, we've seen this a million times. I think the biggest problem with this movie, though, is just that it's not memorable for me. There's no like, there's no specific scene in this movie that when I think of it, it comes to mind. Oh, that scene or this scene was good. Nothing. It all blends together, and then by 2 days from now or less, I won't remember a fucking thing from this movie. That's how just not memorable it is. I'll remember the midget killer here for a little bit longer because I've been talking about him. Oh yeah, Tubi breaks. Fucking hate ads. Yeah, 28 weeks years later. Came out Thursday, I think. Yeah, or Friday, whatever. I wonder what the consensus is so far on that. I don't think anybody in chat has seen it, right? So I've seen a few notifications go off for reviews, but I haven't watched anything. I haven't heard anything, so I don't know if it bombs, bombed completely. If it's not good, if people are loving it. Yeah, it's just like there's just nothing that really grabs me and makes me want to come back to ever watching this again. Like that looks cool. Like she kills him, she smacks him in the back of the head with the like spiked club, whatever it is. Looks good, but it's like something I'd never care to see again. And this dude's still breathing. Well, it's got a 7.2 out of 10 on IMDb 28 years later. So that's pretty good for opening few days. I'm reading like brief little sentence quotes. They all seem to be very positive. 89% on Rotten Tomatoes. Yeah, I got to watch the first two movies and then watch 28 years later. Maybe I'll do videos on all three of them as I rewatch them. That's another franchise I had never really fell in love with those films. Although I do think the first film, 28 Days Later, the cinematography in that, there's no movie I can think of that looks like that movie. It has such a distinct look to it. The way it was filmed, I don't know how they filmed it, but it looks like no other film. 28 weeks later, I don't remember really a thing from that. It's not that I didn't care for it, I just don't remember it. So I got to rewatch those too. Maybe those will be videos coming soon. 28 days and weeks later, and then years. Oh no, number four is his ass is dying now. He's gone. Bye, number four. Now they're all together though. So why don't they just stick together now? And the first person who comes their way, just dive bomb on his ass. You know, it's a recent movie that reminds me sort of the same type of concept, even though it is very different. Same thing though, like a game being played. Stream from last year. That slasher from like the Terrifier producers. That was not that great either. Jeffrey Combs is good in that. I mean, as always, Jeffrey Combs is amazing in everything. It's like when I compare it to House of a Thousand Corpses. When I think of that movie, and that's a movie I've watched so many times, I can't even give a number. But there's so many things, just like Captain Spaulding himself and all the characters themselves are so memorable. The locations are so memorable. The murder ride is such a memorable scene. Fish Boy, the dinner sequence, everything. The scene with Slim Whitman's song playing. That's just off the top of my head real fast. All excellent stuff that comes to mind instantly. This has no scenes that I think of, that I remember. Devil's Rejects, so many scenes that are great in that. And Meg Foster is just a fucking waste in this movie, just like in Jeepers Creepers 3. Worse than that. Now they found some food. I wouldn't eat anything in this place. You don't know what the hell they drugged or put shit in any of the food. Did Danny Boyle direct 28 Weeks Later? I forget. He didn't, right? No, he didn't. Juan Carlos Fresnadillo is who directed 28 Weeks Later. But I know he returned for the new one. Danny Boyle. So that's probably why it's probably a good fucking movie. This looks cool. Like with the fog and like the light, like the little candles, and they're sitting there eating. The lighting looks cool. Yeah, listen to Jeff Daniel Phillips' character. Stick together. Oh, Charlie. That's Shari Moon Zombie Shari Moon Zombie's character's name. Yeah, you do need better weapons than whatever she had. I don't know how they even have time that they're sitting there and eating together at a table and shit. They know they have murderers after their asses, right? They should like probably be trying to escape and do stuff, like not having a fucking feast. Which, speaking of feast, that'll be the next video, is Feast 2. Poltergeist 2 premiered earlier tonight, so that's up now. Poltergeist 2, which was a fun rewatch. That was a fun time watching that again. Then it'll be Feast 2, then Poltergeist 3, Feast 3. End both of them. Actually, I don't know if I'll do the Poltergeist remake. I might, just because I'm a completist and it's hard for me to start like a series and not do all of them. even though I have done it on numerous occasions. It's different enough, I think, the Poltergeist remake to talk about it. It's not good. I didn't like it, but it's still different enough that you can talk about it for a bit. That's right. Then Malcolm McDowell's character with the stupid ass wig gets on the loudspeaker and starts saying the game rules and starts saying in 9 hours they have left to play, and then gives the odds for each character, like by number, like number four, I think, has like 400 to 1 odds. Or, I don't know, something like that. All of it's not good. Even like how the killers look, except for Richard Brake's character. He looks pretty good. These other two with the chainsaws here, whatever. They don't look that good. The makeup looks cheap as shit on them, actually. It's so redneck. It's just so fucking over the top with the stupid rednecky dialogue. I mean, rightfully, all of them are looking at these two people with these chainsaws like they're absolutely insane. They're not doing a lot of running, though, or attacking them. I mean, they got chainsaws, so running would be the best option. But they don't do any of that. All right, where is that list? Hold on. Because I know I forgot a few franchises on that post of franchises I need to finish. Because we have Halloween. I have to finish. We got a 2 week break here. Rob Zombie's H2 and the trilogy, the newest trilogy, I still have to do. Phantasm, I only did the original way back. So Phantasm 2 through 5. Insidious, I did the original way back. And The Red Door, was that the fifth one? That when it came out. So we have 2 through 4 for Insidious. Extra, we have the sequels 2 and 3. The Conjuring universe, we have The Conjuring, The Devil Made Me Do It, Annabelle Creation, Annabelle Comes Home, and The Curse of La Llorona, which isn't really tied into that. They like to say it is. Wrong Turn, basically everything from 2 to 6. Psycho 4, I still need to do. And Candyman, the 2021 sequel. It is a sequel, it's not a remake. Haven't seen that in a while. I think that's most of them. But I did forget one missed call. I did the original, I didn't do the sequels. Same for The Grudge. We covered The Grudge and drew on The Curse. So we still have a lot of that franchise and movies that I haven't even seen in that franchise. And the Ringu series. A lot of Japanese sequels that we got to get to. Maybe the Grudge too. I've been wanting to do for a while, and I even recorded, like, I don't know, halfway into the movie, like recorded a video, and then I just wasn't feeling it, and I ended up fucking deleting it. That happens every now and then. See, that looks cool though. The body with the fucking, they think it's a doll, and it's like all skinned, and it has the like, looks like the autopilot or the co-pilot, the inflatable one from Airplane from the 80s. Looks like that head of the autopilot put over this person who's like skinned alive. That looks decent. This isn't one of them. This is just some random person who was here before, I guess. Yeah, they ask her name. Yeah, yeah. I mean, that's a hard. I mean, that is a hard position because they don't know whether to let this girl go and untie her because it could be a trap and she could be one of them. So, I mean, some of them are arguing, saying no fucking way, and others are saying let's free her. I mean, that is a hard situation because if she isn't one of them, you would feel awful the rest of your life. Only if you're Sherry Moon Zombie's character. She's the only one that lives, if I remember. But you'd feel terrible if you found out that she was just a helpless victim and you just let her fucking die and did not die her. We're 54 minutes into this movie and it hasn't changed at all for me, my opinions on it. Actually, it might have gone down from what I remember. I'm trying to throw at any little positives here and there. Oh, now they're trapped. Fucking cage or gate came down. The chainsaw dude came in. Now they're stuck in this room. This I remember actually. I remember them being stuck in the room here with the body. The other one was hiding in the hay. All right, that's good. Him cutting the girl they didn't fucking let go and untie. They cut her in half with the chainsaw on the floor. That looks good. Imagine if this wasn't like a horror film. This was actually a popular, good movie. What the edited for TV version would be like, just with the language alone and all the stupid redneck dialogue, be worse than Scarface. Is he fighting this chainsaw with a fucking chair? Oops, one of the guys got nicked by the chainsaw. This guy just bit this dude's ear. He's Mike Tyson. Oh, that's what the Y-Files put out a new video. I was checking quick. It's just their backstage channel. This would probably be the most memorable sequence of the movie for me, with them trapped in this room and the chainsaw people and everything. that Meg Foster fucking this dude up? Yeah, it is. Good for her. Oh, that's Jeffrey. That was Jeffrey Daniel Phillips. They both have the same hair. Oh, he's using the whole "they made me do this" excuse. The other clown brother. Come on, is he gonna say I'm not your fucking brother? All right, he says, "Okay, brother." So predictable. All the dialogue in this, everything. Cool chainsaw decapitation, though. That's what I mean, though. When I was saying very early on, when Larry brought something up about the kills being gory, they are, but it's not like a slasher film, like where the kills are fun or like you get really cool effects that aren't trying to be super realistic and exploitative like in this movie. I mean, those look all right. I mean, those look really good, actually, those chainsaw kills. But it's still just a bad movie for the most part. That's not enough to drag me back to watch this ever again. 7 hours they have left in this game. No wonder he had to crowdfund this fucking movie. No studio was going to touch this movie. That's a cool effect too. She's bandaging up Jeff Daniel Phillips' character. His arms all fucked up from the chainsaw. That looks good. I don't like her hair in this movie. I know that's a tiny little fucking thing and nitpick, but something about Sherry Moon Zombie's hair in this, I don't like it. It's like puffed out, like from how you usually see her. It's weird. It's distracting me. Every time she's on screen, I'm looking at her hair. Sex and death are on their way. That's what this dude just announced. Is that the next two's names? Yeah, they're in German. Singing in German. I remember this little chick and this older guy. Isn't this the girl who plays Candy in The Devil's Rejects? Pretty sure it is. Yeah, it absolutely is. Yep. I see her closer now. People want to fuck Princess Leia, right? That chick. Saved the real fucking for the sheep. Like that move, the first two Firefly films have so many memorable lines and dialogue, and all the dialogue works for those films. First, they had a Spanish midget after them. Then they had the last two. I forget where they're from. Now they got two Germans after their ass. It's like he threw everything in here like a blender, but none of it sticks. There's fucking dialogue, man. I would never watch this again. I could say that absolutely 100% at this point, with just 40 minutes left or so. I would never watch this again. And this is absolutely his worst movie. Unless The Munsters is worse, but I haven't seen that. I can't comment on that one. What a mess. This whole film is a complete mess. Terrible choreography here, too. With them fighting each other. This German guy and the black dude. Oh, Panda. That's the black guy's name. Panda. That's a cool name. Cool nickname. It's not his real name. More good lighting with the fog effect and stuff. That's one thing that's decent throughout this. She looks all right, actually. Her whole design and makeup. Candy from The Devil's Rejects. She looks like a little blonde doll. That's right. They have the people's chainsaws, the two guys that they just killed a bit ago. Why the fuck aren't they utilizing them much better? Oh, kill them already. It's getting so over the top with the slow motion and the flashing strobe lights. That kind of reminded me of, what was it, Tiny, right? Who picks up Wydell and Devil's Rejects, yeah, and cracks his neck. How it's all slow motion up till then, and then Shari Moon comes over and grabs killer guy. That was reminiscent of that scene. Oh, Shari Moon's got Candy. I'm just using all the names from other movies or their real names. She's got Candy hostage now. Gonna try to barter with the German dude. Yeah, immediately. He's like, don't hurt her. Please don't hurt her. Oh, Pandas, you got a bad wound. That's whatever that kill. They killed the German dude. Meg Foster smashed his brains in. That looks all right. The second strike when his head actually crushes. Charlie. That's Sherry Moon's name again. Candy has her fucking throat mangled. Oh, what song is this? Or the music playing? Oh, fucking To Be Break. It sounded familiar. Like it's from another movie or something. 31. I don't know if I'll be able to tell it just by reading the score names. Let's see. Or maybe it just sounds so familiar because I know Rob Zombie and his band did some of the tracks on this. So maybe it just sounds like a Rob Zombie song. Oh, now they're bringing in Doomhead. He's fucking someone while watching Nosferatu. If they had him in more of this, then I might enjoy this a tiny bit more, but still not enough to ever throw the song again. Because he's in the very beginning, and then you don't see Richard Brake until and the hour mark, hour and 10 minutes in. There's something written on the wall where he's at right now. I thought it said in heaven everything is fine from Eraserhead, but I couldn't read the last word or two of it. Negative. Get the fuck out my place. Great song. I should lower this. Mamas and the Papas will definitely have an issue. Great song, though. That's one thing Zombie's always great at. Probably also large part because he's a musician. He always picks great songs for his movies. See, even Charlie here said she loves this song. Fucking lift comes down. And Richard Brake is here. Yeah, he just has such a cool look to him in this. Okay, fix that. It's just so slow, this film. It's another thing. Is that Beethoven? Yeah. Him putting on the makeup on, that's all right. That's cool. Yeah, his makeup looks really good. Apparently, he's not crazy. He's in control. He says that many times to himself. It's like his way of getting amped up to kill people. And he starts hitting himself and shit. This guy's deranged. Which we could have used him half hour ago at least. I know it wouldn't be much of a game, but why don't they just have him come in from the very beginning? If he's so great, and just have him help the others kill their asses and they win the game. They're done. Bob's your uncle. And we'd have more Richard Brake in this movie. Did Meg Foster really fall asleep in this location after all that's happened and knowing that she's only got a few hours to get out of here alive? Another thing that doesn't bother me, but it's tiring, just like everything else. All the makeup on these characters that make them the ones that are clowns. We already have enough clown stuff with Spaulding in his first two films. We don't need more clowns and shit. Like I feel like this is just a whole best hits record of zombies movies, but it's not the best hits, it's the worst hits from zombies movies, all thrown into a movie together. So apparently they can't die. I forget all of this because they killed one of their asses and they're back. The two chainsaw clowns. Let's see. Are they invincible? Let me see if that comes up. Because I don't remember that at all. It doesn't matter, does it? It's not going to make this better. Yeah, I want to see Rob Zombie make some type of supernatural film, like a haunting or demonic possession film, set in like Chicago, somewhere where he can't use all his hillbilly redneck dialogue and stuff for all the characters, and just something completely different for him. If not, his career's looking like it's almost done. He's running out of steam. They're all standing atop a pentagram and stuff. Malcolm McDowell and the other weirdos orchestrating this game. $5 million is Malcolm McDowell's wager. The servant for them is just some naked chick. I mean, there's so much random stuff in here. At least Charlie has the chainsaw. That's a creepy music box jingle. Oh, here's Richard Brake. Stab Meg Foster's grandma. Stupid dialogue here. Just kill her already. Move on to the next one. Oh, this movie sucks. Like on this is it. I'm like wishing for this to end. This is just like how I remember it. 3 hours and 4 minutes left for them. Thank God there's only, what, 25, 30 minutes left for us? 20 minutes. Thank Christ. This movie blows. The person's like crucified like Christ. Meg Foster. She's crucified. Poor Meg. She didn't really do much. She killed that one guy. What's his name again? Doomhead? Or Doomsday Head? Something like that. Doomhead. They do look a little similar. Jeff Daniel Phillips and Richard Brake. Not too much, but a little bit. Oh, that's right. So now the doors are open in this place. They can get out of here. But they just have Doomhead on their tails. I don't remember how this ends. I remember that Charlie gets out, but then doesn't Richard Brake come and like escape too and comes after her? And I don't know if he kills her or she kills him. Either way, it's not good. I think he said there's like 3 exits that are open that they can escape from now. Which, if he really wants to kill them and stuff, why does he tell them that at all? Why doesn't he just not say the doors are open, have them think they're trapped still, and right in that moment, he's right near them, just kill them. Unless it's a rule or something he's following. I don't know how this game works, but it sucks. It's not a game I'd want to be a part of. It looked like Michael Myers for a second. Doomhead. He walked into the light there. Come on, this guy's going to get annihilated by Doomhead here. Yeah, of course he gets stabbed. He missed completely with that crowbar. No, he's still alive though. Like with everyone almost in this movie, they get stabbed, they're almost dead, and then they get killed permanently. Yeah. All right. Now he looks like he's dead. So it's just Charlie, right? Oh, that's right. Yeah, because she made it out that little trapdoor thing. So this leads out the exit. Actually, kind of curious to see how this ends and who gets killed. All right, walk faster, Charlie. You need to get the hell out of there. I don't care if you're limping. Watch the ending to this be so stupid. So I don't remember how this ends. I guarantee it's a dumb ending. She looks like she just crawled out of the ground near her house in House of a Thousand Corpses the next morning. What happened to all the people who orchestrate the game? Malcolm McDowell's character and the other wig wearing idiots. Did I miss them getting killed? I don't think so. If I did, whatever. It don't matter. Doesn't add anything to this. Oh, she found a little house. I think she kills Richard Brake's character, Doomet. Pretty sure that's how it ends. Because I did remember her getting out and it being daylight and stuff. She finds a little diorama with a carnival in it. There's puppets, marionettes, they dancing around. It's a small world after all. It's the first thing that came to mind. Up, here's Richard Brake. Punches her right in the face. Yeah, it's a crime that he's only in this movie for the last half hour of it, except for the very intro scene, very beginning scene with his little monologue, and then you don't see him again for like almost the whole movie. He comes in the last 20-25 minutes. He is very intimidating in this role. Gives a quote from Che Guevara for some reason. Doesn't she win the game though? Because she made it out? Or he just doesn't give a shit about the game anymore. Pretty sure that's what it is. He just wants to kill her. I mean, he did come all this way. He stopped mid fucking for the phone call to get out here. So he's probably saying to himself, I'm going to make this worth it. Slowly strangles her. It's killing me how I don't remember how this ends. I'm pretty sure she kills him. It's your typical ending. Even some of his dialogue is not really the best written dialogue. He performs it well. He delivers all his lines great. Most of it's really good though, but that little bit of dialogue he gave is without me. That's right. They announced it. The game has come to an end. So technically she wins. She's the first to win 31. There's no way he just lets her go. I don't remember that. Him just leaving because the game's over. So Malcolm McDowell, you hear him talking to the other wigged people. That says that, and one asks, "What are you going to do with her?" After he says we have a winner. Appears that they've never had a winner before because he says, "I'll have to get back to you on that." So he don't know what to do with her, and they have to put a fucking Tubi break an ad with 10 minutes left of this movie just to drag it out more. Oh, this movie sucks. This was just how I remembered it. This didn't go up at all this winter. This maybe went down a bit. Mostly stayed where it always was. What a forgettable movie. They always play the stupidest commercials too. During like if you're watching a movie you're not enjoying, they always seem to have the stupidest commercials in those movies. And if you're watching a good movie, it's not like the worst shit you've ever seen when the ads come on. For some reason it works out that way a lot of the time. Like they know. It's almost like they know you're not enjoying it and they want to drag it out. Here, screw you. We're going to throw you commercials, 10 minutes left. All right. So what happens here? Well, the wigged people are getting ready to leave. Another year of 31. It's over. Thanks for coming. Get out now. There's some cool color usage too throughout this and the lighting at times, certain scenes. She's walking around, walking down a desert road, going down the only road she ever known. I was Rob Zombie at this point at the end here, the script. I was just, she gets hit by a car. The end. Fuck it. Oh, RV is coming up behind her. I'd laugh hysterically if it just plowed her down. Got Aerosmith's Dream On playing on this guy's radio. It's Doomhead. He's back. This is going to lead to like some epic showdown between the two of them with Dream On playing. I do really like his look in this, especially here with the white makeup and then the blood like here and then dripping down his chest. That looks really cool. I hate when scenes get dragged out like this. If it's not done well, which this is not being done well. When they have a song and you know that most of the song or parts of the song has to play out while they're slowly building up to this, and you know that the song's not over yet or close to it, so you know that they're going to keep looking at each other for a while. He's got his two knives ready. I don't want to get hit for copyright for Dream On. Oh, he drags the shit out of this. Why is there a random man dancing on the screen? Oh, that's footage of them before all of this. It's like this feels so fucking lazy. This feels like Zombie just said, I want Aerosmith's Dream On playing at the end of this movie, and we need the whole song to play and have the build up to the ending here. And now let's just throw in a whole movie from the victim and all of them before all of this, so we can get through the song until the very end of it when whatever is about to happen. Wait, is that it? Are you fucking kidding me? That's how this movie ends? It just ends. So we don't know what happens between the two of them. Unless there's like a fucking credit sequence, like a scene after the credits. I don't think so. Freaking cast is rolling. We're just following a car on the road. What a stupid ending. I don't remember that at all. So it ends with Dream On playing. And they're about to go at each other's throats and kill each other. And we get a little home movie of the group. And it fucking ends. It's over. Oh, this movie is so bad. This movie is awful. There's a few things throughout it. Like I've said, Richard Brake is excellent. I wish he was in it a lot more. There's some decent effects work and some good kills, but nothing memorable. The pacing is terrible. This movie is so slow. It's so uneventful. Even with things happening, it still feels just bland and uneventful. It's so unimaginative. It's so devoid of any kind of soul or passion or heart, or like it feels like Zombie didn't put any passion into this movie at all. He just phoned this in. Let's crowdfund, let's get this movie made and just get it out there. And that's how this feels. It feels devoid of any kind of love or soul was put into this. And it sucks, especially after the streak of films that he had leading up to this, which they were still, hits and misses here and there. But this is his worst film. By far, this is his worst movie. I would never watch this film again for any reason. There's just nothing in it that grabs me. There's nothing in it that, no scenes that stand out. Maybe that one scene in the cage with the Chainsaw Brothers and the girl on the floor and she gets cut in half or whatever. Or maybe that scene is like the scene that I would remember from this. Besides that, Jesus, this is bad. I forgot how bad. Like, this is worse than I remember. But that's Rob Zombie's 31. It was a random stream, random movie picked. And now I never have to watch this again, though. So that's good. So hope everyone had fun who hung out here. I know it's dwindling down a bit, but I don't blame anyone. This movie blows. I would have been out of here 20 minutes in if I had the choice. But everybody, thanks for hanging out. And yeah, Poltergeist 2 is up. Video on that. Then Feast 2 will be the next one. Hopefully tomorrow I can get to recording that. Then we'll have Poltergeist 3, Feast 3, and go from there. So I hope everyone's having a great night. Enjoy the rest of your weekend. Talk to you soon, everybody. Have a good night.